Hello, and welcome to the Pittsburgh City Council Cablecast public hearing for Tuesday, August 27th, 2019. My name is Ashley Robinson, and with us today is Alex Nagy, our sign language interpreter. The public hearing will be on the following legislation. Bill 2019-1908, a resolution naming the Ferrywood Playground at Ferrywood Park as the Eric Guy Kelly Playground. This concludes the reading for the Cablecast public hearing for Tuesday, August 27th, 2019. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Good afternoon and welcome to this Cablecast public hearing of Pittsburgh City Council for today, Thursday, August 27, 2019. I'm Councilman Kraus. I'll chair this afternoon's public hearing. We are joined by Council members Cale Smith and Council member Darlene Harris as well. Our tradition is to begin with the reading of the bill as to why we are here. So, Madam Clerk, may I have the purpose of Bill 1908?
Bill 1908, resolution naming the Ferrywood Playground at Ferrywood Park as the Eric Guy Kelly Playground.
Thank you, Madam Clerk. Our first order of business will be to hear from speakers. We ask that when you come to the podium, you begin by giving your name and the neighborhood in which you reside for a public record. The green light will indicate the start of your 3 minutes. The yellow light will indicate you have 1 minute to summarize. Red light means your time has expired. So, Cookie, come on up, and you can be our speaker today, and the microphone will be yours. Yep, whenever you're ready to start, Cookie.
Okay. All right.
Yep, you're ready to go. Thank you.
Good afternoon. My name is Vivian Smith. I live in the Ferrywood area. I've known Miss Ann Kelly and her son Eric for maybe 50 years. And I find that having a playground named after him is really impressive. Who knew when he was a little kid he was going to have a playground named after him? But the situation is, even though the playground could be named after him, we live in a non-respectable, towards other people or outsiders neighborhood. And I don't think it's going to really go down very well if we have a plaque named after him. I think they might sabotage the plaque because it's like meaningless to him. But if you could have your painter come in and paint a picture of him on a basketball backboard, something like that, where they could venture into and say, hey, that's impressive. Yes, or have a medical emergency center put down with his name on a plaque that's moving. That would be pretty adventurous for them also. But just to have a plaque put down, it's not very much conversation in that. Because the people that are moving in now are people that never met him. They never seen him. And we're just now getting young people back into our community. And for 50 years, 100 years from now, a plaque just sitting there would be the same as, okay, he was a plaque. The park, 50, 100 years from now, just a park, but to have something with the meaning to it is an ME clinic put into the old swimming pool building, something like that. Nothing expensive, new trees, that would be nice. Porta potties out there for a whole year for the amount of maybe it would cost to have that plaque made. But we have no porta potties out there right now, and people do be out there, and the trucks that comes and goes, they have no porta potty in your neighborhood either. So I think you should give it more time of what you're going to expense on that neighborhood for Eric Kelly. His mom said his spirit, so just something there that would remind you instead of just a plain plaque. Might be worth it. Thank you very much.
Yes, Cookie, thank you for coming down. So, Cookie's our only speaker today. And so I'll close the public comment portion of the council or of the public hearing, and I'll turn it over to Councilwoman Cale Smith.
Thank you, and I just want to thank you, Cookie, for coming down. a lot of people don't realize Cookie's done a lot of the community gardens in Fairywood, a lot of the cleanup efforts. Always an advocate for the community. So I want to thank you very much for coming down. But I don't disagree that we need to have something there so people can put an image or something to a connection with Officer Kelly and his importance to the community, not just the plaque. We had talked about maybe his badge being painted down there, some other mural or some type of thing. So we'll look into some additional things. I'm not going to promise anything until I see what can be done. But in terms of the playground and the pool building, when we worked with the URA, the properties across the street that were purchased, one of the things we did was I made sure is that we put $200,000 aside for the community to do what they want, some projects that they'd like to see done in the community. And I know that we have been talking about a spray park in that facility. So I'm not sure where that stands. I have to wait till I talk to the administration, but I do know we are still talking, and the administration is also talking with me about a spray park in that area. So that building would be used, the pool building that she's referring to would be used, but it would be used for restrooms, and they would put restrooms back in there.
Nice.
So,
Okay.
okay.
Thanks, Councilwoman. Councilwoman Harris, do you have any comment you'd like to make?
No, not really.
Okay. So, Cookie, thank you for coming down. I can't think of a more fitting tribute for, an amazing officer who made the ultimate sacrifice for the city, and to memorialize him for all time.
Can I just add to that? He gave a great contribution to the city, but his mother also gave a great contribution. She worked for the city parks for 37 years, and she ran a lot of the youth programs out for Fairywood and for the community, and so very highly respected by a lot of us in the area. I met her 30-some years ago when our kids were in, maybe 25 years ago when our kids were in kindergarten together, and she was a fierce advocate for the kids back then. And when she passed away, a week before she passed away, she called me and she told me that she'd like to see the playground named, put a plaque and name it
Of
after
course,
him.
I'd be
So
happy to
I said,
support
I'm happy to
Councilwoman.
do it.
Yep. Okay, thank you very much. With that, I'm going to close the Cablecast public hearing and ask for a motion to adjourn.
So move.
Second.
Okay.